The application I'm going to review tonight is called Spelling Challenge. Spelling Challenge is an application targeted for students in the K through 8 grades. Uh, it is an application that allows a student to create a word list by entering the spelling of the word, records the audio associated with that word, and then the student can come back and take a test on that word list and get feedback on whether or not the word was spelled correctly. We'll demonstrate the application here. You start off on this application by creating an initial word list. So we're going to say the student has just started school year, and this is the week 1 spelling test. So we created the word list, and now we're going to add individual words to it. The first thing you do is type the word in. You save that word. Instructions pop up that say now that the word is saved. You press the record button, speak the name of the word, and then press stop when you are finished. Read. And if you are happy with that recording, you can go to the next word, or if you're done with this particular test, hit done, or you can go back and re-record the word. We're going to add a couple more words onto this list. Green. So we have the word in. Green. And we're going to put one more word in here. Let's go with blue. Blue. And at this point, we're going to say this is our test for week 1. So I hit the done button and it pops back out here. Now for a later example, I'm going to want to make one more test. We're going to call this week 2. And in this one, let's put sky. Again, same steps as before. Sky. Sky. And this is going to be an easy week, so we're going to say we're done with that. And now we have completed 2 tests, a week 1 and a week 2. When we come down to play the spelling challenge test, we have our choices as to what word list we want to take. We're going to take week 1, and it shows you by this screen that there are 3 words in this test. When you press this, the audio comes up. It just spoke red. You go over to this field here, the keyboard pops up, and notice that the shift key is done. I can use the keyboard here. And now when we go done, you get instant feedback that the word is spelled correctly. Oops. Ooh, we got 2 of them right. Now we're going to go blue is that word. And for purposes of this, let's spell blue incorrectly. And red comes up to tag that if it is spelled incorrectly. So that completes the test. Now the next thing that we would do is we could go and look at the score. This is a future feature on the application, and this would allow you to look at the word, this test, previous test, on how well you've done. And ideally, again, I would like to pull up the words that were done incorrectly. So that is how you take a test. You also have the ability to get to that scoring menu from the main menu so that you can go in before you take a test, maybe see which ones you need to brush up on. The last item on this test, or on this application, is when you manage the word lists that you have. You bring this up, and it shows that you have 2 word lists, a week 1 and a week 2, which is what we created at the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and delete week 1. So now we see that we have a week 2. Let's go back now and play the test again. You see week 1 has gone away. We just have week 2. If you recall, we had only a single word in that list, and let's see what the word was. Sky. It is sky. So again, sky is spelled correctly, and that completes that test. Again, in the future we'll be able to look at the score, but for now we can go back to home. That completes my review of both what the program is supposed to do, as well as stepping through the individual menu applications and showing them to you. Thank you for taking the time to look at this application.